Hello and welcome to our review of Game of Thrones Season 6, Episode
8.
8.
No one. Yeah. So, what did you think of this episode? I know we watched the review and they were, oh, nothing happened. I thought a lot happened in this episode. I thought there were a lot of developments.
A lot happened, but not things that we thought were going to happen. Like we thought perhaps there was going to be a big fight between the Blacklist
Yeah,
and Lannister.
yeah. But I mean, having said that, in terms of plot development, in terms of the development of the narrative and the characters, a lot happened. There just wasn't a big bust up with a lot of violence. So I think it's unfair to say nothing happened. It's a lot of interesting things happened, but there wasn't a big battle.
Yeah.
But if I wanted to watch a big battle, I'd just go and watch like a war movie. This is Game of Thrones. The nice thing is that it's got the violence, it's got the action, but it's also what's
The nice thing.
Yeah. But it's also got like all the character development and the plot, and I think there was quite a lot. So, okay, I guess the big development was what happened with Arya, right?
Yeah, that's how we were left last episode, wondering
Yeah,
what on earth is going to happen to Arya. Is
Yeah.
she going to be okay? There's all kind of theories going on about whether she was actually the same person as the Wave, or whether it was actually Jack. What's his name?
Jack
who
and
had taken her place.
yeah, the faceless guy.
But no,
Yeah.
straightforward was Arya.
Were that theories like on the web?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't really see any. I don't know how she and the Wave can. I think that's big. Sometimes I think these fan-based theories tend to take things too.
Yeah, I think I should stop reading them as well, because then you start kind of thinking,
Well, the other danger about reading them is there's always some bloody idiot who will put a comment which will tell you what's going to happen at the end of the season. So,
yeah, but nobody knows for sure.
um,
It's all kind of theories.
I've read something that somebody put in a comment, which kind of is spoiling things, and they're like, "This is the big leak." I don't know if it's actually accurate or they're just making it up, but it's kind of.
Don't tell me till after we've finished watching.
I won't.
the season.
I've known this for about a week. I kept my mouth shut. So. But it's really irritating. I think there's always some bum who puts it just to irritate other people, but there you go. So that's it, my big theory. Oh, Richard E. Grant, so she'll have to join the acting troupe, and that doesn't seem to work out. 'Cause,
Yeah, but now we know the big names don't necessarily.
yeah,
Hang
after
around
Ian
for long.
McShane got it,
Yeah.
yeah. But then she could join the performing troupe and go with them.
They say they're going to Bravos.
No, Pentos.
Pentos.
Yeah, that's what that lady Crane said. She's going to Pentos. And Pentos, I think Pentos was the place that Khaleesi and her brother were at the beginning of season 1.
But now, obviously, the main actress is dead. Who knows what will happen to them? They'll probably leave this first. Because now they're missing 2 actresses.
Yeah, but they might be able to find. Or they could put on a different play, which.
But
doesn't
anyway,
need-
Arya's obviously got the money as well, so she was just booking her
Oh yeah, she
ticket back
still.
to.
So yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
And I think it played out very nicely because 2 episodes ago there was that scene where she puts off the candle, and we didn't know where she was doing it, did we? Because all we saw at the end of was it episode 6? We saw her like she was somewhere and she blew out the candle, and we thought, oh, the next episode there's going to be a showdown, but there wasn't. And I think actually that scene was her preparing this room.
Yeah.
She prepared this room
Yeah.
to wait for the wave, like to try and get her, and she'll lead the wave to.
Yeah.
And obviously, when the wave ambushed her and stabbed her, that kind of scuppered the plans a little, but she managed to carry out. But it was just so nice, that scene where she stands up and slices the candle, and you just like,
This is a sword.
yeah. You haven't seen the reaction video. You should see like my reaction. It's really fun. Yeah, so that's Arya, and I guess the other interesting thing is the Hound, and it was good
Hey.
to see the Hound back in action.
He's so awesome.
I don't.
He is fantastic. He's got such good one-liners, and he's like, there's so much comedy,
does
but he's
have-
so like kick-ass as well.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Do you have any friends?
Not
Not
anymore.
anymore. That was good. It was nice to see him in action and just go.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I'm not quite sure where. And I guess like last week I was saying, oh, we've been mistaken about the Brotherhood because we thought they are sort of like Robin Hood and his merry men, but here they are like. But these are renegades.
Yeah.
Those weren't the Brotherhood, and the Brotherhood have punished them. So actually, the original perception of the Brotherhood as being good guys is actually not too bad. I mean, they might follow a fanatical religion, but yes.
They have like obvious kind of evidence that there is some truth to this religion.
Yeah, but do you know that that might be an evil being that's bringing people back to life?
Depends on your point of view, I guess.
Yeah. So, but at least like you can't blame them for being a bit fanatical if you have a priest who can bring people back from the dead. So, and I guess like the big turn this time was the Blackfish and Jaime Lannister, because everybody was hyping that up and it's going to be badass, and it's just like. But I thought, initially you're kind of shocked that Brutus
It's not Brutus.
Yeah, I know,
Edmure.
but Edmure like betrays.
It's just people won't know who you're talking about.
No, they'll know. Everybody knows. Everybody's watched. It's such a Rome was a very popular program.
Yeah.
When Mance came first was on the show, right? They were talking like, the minute we saw him, we knew he's Mance because they've seen him on Rome. They've not seen him in all these like British television programs, right? So Rome is quite a popular program, but and the thing is, initially when you see it, you think, well, what a swine! He's just like betrayed the Blackfish. But then, if you think back, the Blackfish was a bit of an asshole to him in the past. Remember, like when his father died, and Brutus was firing the arrow, and then he kept missing, and then the Blackfish came and like shoved him aside and like.
Yeah, but that's just a bit of testosterone. That's not like being.
Well, we don't know, right? And even after that,
family, though, aren't they?
They are, but the other thing is Jaime played his cards very well, right? Because essentially, I think what he said to Brutus was, "I'm going to kill your son.
Every other Tully until I."
Yeah, but he specifically said, "Your son. I'm going to put him on a catapult and launch him into." And I'm like, well, okay, obviously, if you have a baby, that's a pretty effective way of getting me to do what I want you to do, rather than kill the baby. So that's what. So I don't know if you can, but this is the big thing, you see. Is the Blackfish actually dead? Because we didn't see him die. We hear that he died, but we didn't actually see him die. And we've just seen the Hound come back. We all thought he's going to die. Well, we didn't all think he was going to die. But
yeah. To me, this is just Game of Thrones, and now we've seen people who we thought might not have died, but then like Stannis, Brienne says that he's dead, so I don't see any reason why I wouldn't believe what she has said.
Yeah, I don't know about. I actually don't really care about Stannis because I never really liked the character.
I don't really care that much about the Blackfish either.
Really, I like the Blackfish.
Yeah, I like him.
I like the Blackfish,
especially how he went out, like making the joke before he's obviously going to his.
I'll make a fool.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, right? One thing when Edmure, when he gives that command, right? You can see his captain. The captain doesn't just go, "Yes, my lord." He's got this horrified look when he says, "Put the Blackfish in irons and give him to the praise." And I'm just thinking, is that captain actually going to go and try and
I
get?
see what you mean. Yeah.
Because it's
he
like
could just go back to Jaime and say he's dead. That's it. And
yeah.
then, actually.
Or I mean, it's very easy because they could just have killed somebody else and then put the body in front of the Lannisters and say, well, "We tried to capture him, but he fought, so we had to kill him." I mean, they could have done all kinds of things. Because that captain, obviously, he was actually torn, right? Because he could see the sense of what the Blackfish was saying. Don't let him in because this is going to be a trick. And the guy was like, "No, honor compels me," and all that kind of thing. So he did follow. And he probably regretted his decision after that when Brutus came up and said, okay, like, lay down your arms. You could see from his face that he wasn't just like, oh my God, what? So he can't do anything about it now, but the least he could do is probably go and say, look, don't kill him, let him go, and then we'll just lie and say that he managed to kill him. I'm hoping that the Blackfish doesn't actually die, because I like the character.
Maybe he will escape with a band of men and go and join Cersei.
Even Sansa.
Sansa, okay, all the names mixed up.
Yeah,
Sansa.
yeah, because he does know Sansa needs help, so they could have said, look, go, we do not want to kill you, and he would have, like, probably not, well, we don't know. I'm hoping
We
that.
shall see.
Yeah. And that was quite interesting scene between Jaime and Brienne. They obviously like each other. I don't know about Jaime. Jaime's
I
quite.
think Jaime respects Brienne, and they shared a hot tub, so they've got something special.
I guess so. I don't know. One thing about Jaime is like he may be in love with his sister, but he's the most faithful like guy you can ever want. Aside from the fact that the girl he loves is his sister. Other than that, he doesn't even look at any other woman. Brienne is the one exception, but I don't know if there's anything more.
I just see it more as an admiration kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know whether.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah, it was good to see Bronn and thought like reliving old times. Yeah. And of course, the other big thing is what happens to Cersei. I mean, that's the initial bit was really like
Because everybody's been talking up this
Clegane Bowl. Yeah. And now there's not going to be a trial by combat. So it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen. But then there's this like the rumor that what's that maester's name? Coburn or something like that. The Frankenstein creator. Yeah. Forgotten his name. The maester, like that guy. Where else did we see him? You pointed him out to me in some film. Yeah. So anyway, what do you think that guy was talking about when he said about the rumors?
I don't know. My first thought was wildfire.
Yeah.
But then Cersei already knew about the wildfire. So.
But you see, the thing about wildfire is the Mad King was going to do it, but he was going to destroy the whole city and he'll die as well.
Yeah.
Cersei won't want to kill herself. She'll be happy to burn all her enemies to death, but she won't want to die in wildfire.
She keeps talking about burning stuff down, and even Jaime said in this she will burn everything down before she whatever.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. We don't even know who the rumor is about.
Yeah.
So there must be some.
Who or what?
Yeah. But I still think Uncle Kevin is up to the way like he acted when she went into the throne room and he stopped her. I think Uncle Kevin has got his own agenda. It'll be interesting to see what his agenda is. So quickly, the scenes in Meereen with Tyrion, nothing much there.
Yeah, I felt sorry for him because it's like he's usually so clever and on the ball and like.
Yeah, this is actually the first time his schemes have like screwed up.
Come down, yeah.
So
it'll be interesting to see how Daenerys takes control of the situation. What she does.
She's got a dragon. Right?
And an army.
Yeah, because when she came, and she's got she probably flew ahead.
Yes.
She probably flew ahead.
Did, yeah.
So probably what they can do is they could hold up in the pyramid and wait for Daario Naharis.
Because
and with the dragon.
They've not even met yet. We don't know whether they've met yet or not.
Who?
With the ships, Yara.
No, those ships aren't Yara's ships. Those ships belong to the Masters.
No, those are.
Yeah.
But
those ships don't factor into this battle. Those ships are meant to take Khaleesi to Westeros.
I was talking about bringing the army.
No, I'm talking about the fact that Meereen is under attack, and if Daenerys hadn't come, they're probably all going to die, right? So, and the Masters, they're on ships, but she's got a dragon.
Yeah.
So it's like the ships, they're made of wood, so the dragon is just going to burn all the ships. It's like there's not much you can do on a ship against a dragon, I think. because the dragon was flying and like breathing fire. So that would be interesting. And I guess that's it. Any other thoughts?
No, just looking forward to last two episodes.
Okay.
Gonna be
Any
exciting.
predictions for the next two? Okay. And have you seen the preview for episode 9?
Not yet. No.
That one, I think it's going to be, there are a lot of scenes of Jon and Sansa, Ramsay, and men fighting. So I think they're going to make an episode 9 something like the Battle of Castle Black, where the whole episode is just going to be that. Because they didn't actually show any other scenes. It was just purely that. So I think it's going to be a battle royale, like, between Ramsay Bolton. And we haven't seen that storyline in the last 2 episodes. So that will be interesting to see.
We saw Sansa last time.
Did we?
Yeah, when she wrote that note to whoever.
Was that last episode?
I think so.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry. We did see a bit. But anyway, it'll be interesting to see. And what do you think is going to happen in the battle? Because obviously they're outnumbered, right? So what? Littlefinger rides to the rescue.
Yes, I think so.
You think it'll be Littlefinger? But then what about the band of brothers?
How far away are they though? We shall see.
Yeah, I guess they are too far away. So I guess the only hope is going to be Littlefinger coming into rescue her. Or do you think this whole like fan theories about Lady Stoneheart? Don't know.
With who? Do you even know who Lady Stoneheart is?
Yeah, I know who Lady Stoneheart is.
No, last time after you said you didn't know.
Yeah, I looked it up on the internet.
You couldn't resist.
No, it's not that. It's just like there's always some
Everybody keeps
idiot who puts a comment like on a YouTube video, and it's like. So rule number 1: if you're seeing any Game of Thrones video, don't scroll down and read the comments. There's always going to be some guy who posts things that will spoil your fun. I've heard some rumors about what's going to happen at the end of this season. I'm hoping it's not true, and if it does, I'm going to be very cross because it'll really just spoil my fun. Anyway,
Don't tell me. I don't
I
want
will.
to listen.
You know I will. Okay, so thank you for watching our review, and we're looking forward to episode 9. And I guess along with everybody else in the Western world, we are hoping to see Ramsay Bolton finally get his comeuppance.
Play him.
No, they should do what they did with Theon. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.